All right, all right. Hello, hello, everybody out there in Line Dance Land. I am Queen Sheila, the Executive Director of the Line Dance Connection in Tampa, Florida, and also your host today for Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. We thank you for tuning in with us today. We have a great show for you today. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. And just fasten your seatbelt because we might take off and when we get to the moon, you might want to let go and let just let it go. So thank you for tuning in today. Now we're gonna have trivia later on in the show, and when we have our trivia, you will have to type your answer in the chat. So the first one that types the correct answer in the chat is the one who will win some money. Okay. So at this time, I am going to introduce my co-host, all the way from Gibsonton, Florida, none other than Marquise Christopher. Hey, Marquise.
What up? What up? How y'all
What up?
doing? How you doing, Queen?
I'm good, Marquise.
Come on, Queen. What are you doing, Queen?
Wait, wait,
Stop
that,
it.
right? That's right.
Wait, that's a gingerbread
That's
house.
kind of,
I think
so.
that was a gingerbread house or something.
Oh,
I'm not sure exactly what that was. I'm
one
gonna
day
need
I'm gonna
you.
learn how to do it right,
I'm
Marquise.
gonna
I
need you to
promise.
do
I'm
better.
practicing,
Definitely.
Marquise. I'm getting better.
You are not
Yes,
getting
I'm
better.
using all the 10 fingers, Marquise.
You're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Oh well.
Golly,
One day.
bruh.
No, okay, show me how to do it, Marquise. Show me how to do it.
It's this way. Mm.
Okay. The middle ones is
Yes.
down, the thumbs is
Yes.
out, right?
Yes.
And then where I connect, right
Ring a
here?
ling. No, not like that. Yes. With the finger, the top finger too. There you go.
Oh, okay, right here.
That's what we doing. Yes.
Hey,
Hey.
I got it, y'all. Look, you got it.
Oh my gosh. Why are your hands shaking, by the way? That didn't make any sense.
Hey, you got me nervous, bro. I'm trying to get it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How you
So how
doing
you
today,
doing?
Queen?
Good. Did
How
you have
you
a good
doing today?
Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, man. It was good, man. It was just I was trying to manage myself so I didn't get out of hand, throughout the week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand.
Yeah,
I
but that was
truly did you cook?
no, no, I didn't cook anything, man.
Oh,
With the family, because we went out of town to Georgia, and
okay.
my family was out there, so they
Mhm.
had everything set up when we got there. If anything
Oh,
else,
cool.
all we had to do was just walk in and bring the rolls.
Yeah, there you go. Did y'all do any line dancing?
Yeah, we did a little something, something. We did a
A
little
little
something because it was
something.
a wedding. We was a part of a
Okay.
wedding, so we had to do a little something, something. You play the
Okay.
music,
Cool.
so it was
Cool.
pretty nice though. I loved it. I enjoyed it definitely.
That's good. It's always good to be around family, especially when you don't see them all the time.
Yep, yep,
Always
definitely,
good.
definitely.
Yeah.
So I look
Well,
forward to
now
it.
I'm going to bring on our other co-host, all the way from Montgomery, Alabama. Her name is Zandra Hill Costin. Hey, hey,
Hey,
Hey, Sandra.
hey, Zandra.
is that the
What?
gingerbread house?
How you do MGM?
What is
And I don't
that?
know how to do G. MGM. There's a
I don't
G.
even think.
MGM.
I don't even
We'll
think
do
it was
all that.
Don't worry about it.
funny.
How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
I'm
How are
great.
you,
I'm doing really
Marquise?
All is well. All is well. You did something to your hair? You did something to your hair? What you
Oh,
did? What you did to your hair, girl?
yeah,
It
just
looks
a little bit,
nice.
just a little
Hey,
bit.
Queen, you should make it like a big screen so we can see a close up on our hair look right
No,
there.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me put
Hey,
her
go to
overhead.
switch up. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Go ahead, girl. I see it.
Y'all a
Girl, you
mess.
going to
Y'all
shake
a
it up.
mess.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you
mm,
have a good one, Zandra?
I did. I did. What about yourself?
Good. I really did. Went over my husband's family house and they had a spread. Of course, I didn't eat everything. I ate some of, some stuff, but I refuse to gain 20 pounds for Thanksgiving. That's not
Yeah,
possible.
I
Yeah.
think I failed this year. So, like I make up for the next month. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Have
Okay. Um, before we bring our guest in today, I want to say, hey, Melva.
Hi Melva. Hi
Melva said she'd like to do
Kiki.
Sandra.
Thank
And
you,
hi, that's
Melva.
Washida. Hi, Washida. How's everybody doing out there in guest land? I just mean call it guest land. But we don't know where you are. You might be home, you might be at the mall, we don't know. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna bring in our guest for today. None other than his name is Mr. Charles Doss Jr. He's from Denver, Colorado. And let's bring him in. Hey, Mr. Charles. There you go. You like me. Like me. Like me.
I don't know what y'all do.
Queen. Why you
He started it.
Why you got him throwing up a gingerbread house?
He started it. Okay, I was okay.
Yeah, I tell you. Well, how you doing, Mr. Charles?
I am so blessed. I am.
Praise God. Praise God.
Everything's going on. The places I just came from just the last couple of weeks. Just blessed.
All right.
I'm sick of looking at turkey. I'm gonna get some chicken tomorrow.
You get some chicken?
No more turkey.
Okay, no more turkey.
Well, what did you do to your turkey? Did you fry it? Did you roast it? What you do?
Roast it.
Okay.
It's too much. It's just me and my fiance, so too much.
Yeah. That's how I feel. You know, I can do a 2-piece and I'm good for Thanksgiving, you know, but nobody else feels that way. So
it's Thanksgiving. It's a time for us to just really give thanks and love on each other, but we should do that every day too, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes. And see, I do.
Yeah, this just gives us an excuse to splurge a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. So Mr. Charles, tell us who Mr. Charles is.
Well, Mr. Charles started line dancing 14 years ago. Actually, November 17th, a couple Wednesdays ago, was 14 years. Prior military, as you probably could tell. So I retired Army. Never thought I would be line dancing. Actually, when I first started, I didn't know too much about it. I just started. And I always tell people, they always ask me, so how do you know your right and left so much? I said, well, I was in the Army, so I don't know nothing else. I know my right. If you get your right from your left, that's a good start, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I'm someone that just loves line dancing, love to travel. Just went to Bernard Smith's birthday party in Columbus, Ohio, and it kind of reaffirmed why I do this.
Okay.
The people. You just meet some wonderful people all over the country. This is what I love. You know, and I've missed it just like everybody else. I've missed it.
Right.
But Mr. Charles is retired and just like I said, love to dance, love to talk. My woman said I talk more than her, which I do not believe, but she's not on this podcast. But we just love people. If you ever see me, you'll see I take hundreds and hundreds of pictures.
Yeah, I heard that you were the picture taker.
I guess I get more smiles than anybody. Because everybody smiles. I don't care what they're going through when I take their picture, they smile, and I get to meet them.
Okay, there you go.
And I'm honored to be doing this. I have to tell you that right off the bat. This is an honor.
Well, thank you. It's an honor for us to have you on here because you're a pioneer in the industry. So that means a lot. That means a lot that you've had a lot of experiences. I was going to say, you were talking about you were at a party and so you had to travel to get to it. I always tell everyone, you don't learn line dancing. I mean, you learn line dancing at home, don't get me wrong, in your classroom with your teacher and stuff like that, but you don't really learn line dancing until you travel.
Yes.
Till you go somewhere else, you're going to learn something new. You're going to meet some new people. You're going to see something different than what you're used to seeing every day in class, Mm-hmm. So that's really important. So something that I've read about you live in Aurora, Colorado, correct?
Right, correct.
Okay, I had Denver, but Aurora. Okay, but you also lived in Indiana. You also lived in Texas, New Jersey, Virginia, Fort Jackson, and Fort Drum, New York. I was like, did I miss one?
Well, Germany twice, but you.
In Germany, because I was going to say, that's my main thing. Frecken Sie durch?
Neun on Binek.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but right up.
Yeah, just
I know subtitles.
Wait a minute. Wait, I do know something. Bossa Slows.
This makes Knox. I see you got me doing Bossa Slows. I said Knox. Wow, it's been a long time.
Nixa Slows, right?
Yeah, Nix.
Because
Yeah,
I'm saying what's happening. And Nixa Slows. See, that's the only words I know, y'all, in Germany. I lived in Germany for 2 years, but that's all I remember.
Where?
Frankfurt. Not Frankfurt. Kaiserslautern. They call it K-Town.
K-Town. Well, that's where I was at. I was at K-Town.
Yeah. Kaiserslautern, yeah. But I only remember 2 words. That's Bossa Slows, Nixa Slows, and whatever else I said.
It's a wonderful experience. Wonderful.
Yeah,
it's been like
it
20
was.
years since I've been there, but it's wonderful to get out and see the country. Another country.
It is. Definitely. I think I was there. I was there in the 70s, early 70s. But that's why I don't remember.
Mr. Dawson, what you been doing lately since shutdown? How you been managing? Because I noticed you've been I know I be seeing all your videos because I know you posted on the page. So I definitely see all your videos. So what you been doing lately when it comes to the
Well, I had 2 or 3 days that I used to do, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and a lot of times on Saturday. The place I was having it called the Casbah, they closed down forever. So I had to more or less reinvent myself. I had to go outside, of course, last summer. And then when we came back in, that was rough. Right now, I'm just doing 1 day a week on Wednesdays. It's at a Masonic Lodge down the street. So right now, I'm just doing 1 day a week. But as we get on with the conversation, I can tell you about how I do the whole city of Denver and Aurora. They have me everywhere. It's more than just my class. I do events and everything. Okay. And that helps. Oh, yeah.
So I heard that you said something about you've been traveling. So where are some of the places since you began your traveling since COVID? Where have you been traveling to?
Since COVID, I actually was Columbus, Ohio. And that was like 2-3 weeks ago for Bernard Smith's birthday fall jam. I think he said it had 137 people there at that time. That was wonderful. And then when I came back, I had to go down to a place called Colorado Springs here in Denver for our church. It's our church campus. So I do a lot of churches, a lot of hospitals. Like I said, mostly for senior citizens, young kids, you name it. I probably have done it. I've even done a funeral, believe it or not. They requested us to do 1 in a million just to start off because the guy was in my class, and every time we did 1 in a million. Every time he came, we did 1 in a million. And the craziest place I danced was 36,000 feet in the airplane. Wow. Going to, he had an airline stewardess. I'm trying to sleep, and some of my dancers was there. Was going to Linda Sims thing, and they come waking me up. So yeah, he's there, a teacher. So they made me. They took the whole airplane. So I had to get up and dance an aisle. I danced all the way up front, danced back. I guess that's a bucket list, but I didn't know it. Yeah, that was me. But mostly since the COVID, haven't been out anywhere since COVID.
How'd you get in the position of teaching though?
Again, 14 years ago, 2007, I went to a class and I thought it was like two-stepping, couples dance, but none of the men showed up. So it was just women. And so the guy that was doing this, he decided to break it down from two-stepping. It was a group in Atlanta called One Step Above. And so he just started line dancing and people started gravitating toward me because I knew the dance steps real fast. I could pick up. And then me, and I know you know Fred Edmonds, Chicago, we got together and we just broke off from Shed and started our own thing.
Okay.
Then I broke off from him, I say maybe like 6-7 years ago. We was together at first.
Okay.
But yep, I never thought I'd be teaching. Never.
Oh.
I just wanted to just learn, but being in the military and getting ranked fast, I guess I was a born leader. I guess that's what they say. But people just started gravitating to me and it was fun. I was looking forward to it. I think the biggest thing was making people feel comfortable and laugh, like this group right here.
Okay. That's what it's all about, is having fun.
Yeah.
If you're gonna dance and not have no fun, you might as well not go.
Yep.
that doesn't really work. You have to, have fun with it. That's what dancing is all about. I think someone we interviewed, Diamond, said your facial expression tells a lot about the dance, right? If you're having fun, because if you're dancing and you looking like this, with a mean face, they're like, oh no, why are they even up there? But if you're dancing and you're like, oh, even if you mess up good. That's what I say. If you miss a step good. So,
well, with me, I'm having fun when I go, yeah, because somehow that's my trademark. I found out.
okay.
I can't help it. I've been doing this for 14 years. The music gets into my bones and I feel it, and I can't hold it in. I don't even know when I'm going to say it. Sometimes I don't even know that I say it until I see the video. But now they're making T-shirts, Mr. Charles, and yeah.
All right.
I love it.
So that's that you branding yourself. That's what that is.
I know. Ava's told me that. She said, Charles, we've been waiting for you to say it.
Okay.
Because I never think that a lot of people are watching me. When you said I'm in a big industry, I never think that. I feel like I'm in this little small spot and I'm just dancing. I never think about that.
Right.
But you're doing a great job in spreading line dances on the net, on the internet. I know I've seen you do a lot of dances. And I was like, who is this Mr. Charles? I need to meet this Mr. Charles.
Well, I know Mark is. If I was a lot younger, I'd probably do a lot of his dances. But yeah, he be moving. Okay, I'm getting there. Okay. I just turned 65, so I'm at that Medicare age.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. And to be alive, let alone dancing at 65, is a blessing in itself.
Oh yes, it is.
So when was your birthday?
April. Well, it was in April. But this is the year.
Okay.
I get a lot of mail now because you get Medicare. Too much mail.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay.
Oh.
So as far as how have you had any trouble getting more men in your classes? How do you been working with that? How does that work?
Yes.
Because they say it's a down south thing when it comes to the men not dancing. How is it over there in Denver, Colorado? The men ain't dancing over there either?
Well, before the virus, I actually had around anywhere from, on a good day, 14 to 15 men in my class.
Okay.
We even did a big dance, Mr. Sexy Man, and we had all the men on stage, and all the women was down, what your name is, and we all yelling our name and stuff. So it was wonderful because the stage was full. But to answer your question, I just asked them all. I said, listen, look at these women. Come on, man. Get out here and do something. At least try. Because if you don't try, you don't even know if you're going to succeed. So I got to the point where, since I talked to everybody anyway, I just go ahead and just ask them all, and I get some. Where
you find the hesitancy at when it comes to men not wanting to dance or be a part? What do you think the issue is that's preventing them? And that's like I said, it's only a geographical situation. That's not everywhere. But from what you experience, where you're at, what do you think the issue? Where do you think that's holding them back in that case?
I hope I'm wrong, but I think a lot of times a lot of men don't want women to see them mess up, and we mess up. Everybody messes up. Put your ego aside. Put your ego aside. Come out, have fun with us, laugh with us. Because I don't understand myself. I tell people, you can walk from your car to the club, you probably can do one of these line dances. You don't have to think that hard. It's getting better. It's getting better. Well, it was getting better until the virus.
Mr. Charles, we have a question. Melvin has said, where was your favorite place to visit? You mentioned that you like traveling. And before you answer, we want to say hello to Eleanor Jones and Deborah Coy, who's also joined us. Hey. Okay, go ahead. The question is, where's your favorite place to visit, or where was your favorite place to visit?
Probably New Orleans, Nolans. Until you have the Sims event, because you can see the city. You can get out and see everything. When I went to Vegas, they had so many workshops, and you didn't know who to go to because they had them paired off, that I didn't even get on the strip or anything. And I've been there twice. And that was like around 8 years ago. So But I have to kind of throw Bernard's party in there a couple of weeks ago. That was a wonderful place. That was a wonderful time.
Okay.
So
Good.
what would be your definition? Like, what makes an event a great event to you?
People dancing, everybody doing simple dances sometimes, because I always tell my class, simple sells. Why does the
Like
wobble?
shake a tail feather, Marquis.
It's a tail feather. Did you all shake a tail feather over at his event?
No, it's just that why does the wobble and Cupid shuffle have such a long shelf life? Because
Right.
it's simple.
It's simple.
I try to tell my
Yeah.
students, I got stuff simpler than that, but they're so used to it. You know, but to your question, is to enjoy the people, have fun with them. Nobody's going crazy or fussing or ownership or nothing like that. Just going out and having a wonderful time and looking out on that dance floor and seeing everybody dance. Because the first
Right.
time I was in Vegas, I was intimidated. I'm like, how come all these people out here? That's a lot of people on that dance floor. And then I got like, okay, I don't mess up, you know, even though I knew the dance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to say hello to Natasha Cash. She checked in. She said, hello, everybody.
Hi, Tasha.
Yes.
Hey, tell Tara to ship me some cupcakes. Side note.
I know. Okay.
Tell you what.
Okay.
But you know, Mr. Doss, I was wondering, you said that you mentioned a fiance. So how long have you been engaged?
Since January 9th, 2021.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So
Good.
you must have did it big. Did you do it big?
Well, I got mixed emotions about that. I had it on Facebook and I got on my knees because my daughter told me to get on the couch because I probably wouldn't be able to get back up. So we go on the couch so we can go halfway down. I got on the couch, I kicked the pillow off, and my lady looked at me and said, "Oh, you're just gonna kick my pillow." She didn't know I was gonna propose. She was in her pajamas. I said, "Yep, I'm gonna kick it." So everybody seen me take the ring out, but she couldn't because she was talking. And so when I proposed, we had like, I don't know, 600 hits. But what I was disappointed about is when I put the ring out there by itself, I got like 900 hits. Okay, so it's like they cared about the ring. What about my knees? Put a ring on it. Okay.
Now, did you meet her line dancing?
I met her line dancing. There was like 4 people turned 50. She wasn't one of them, but 4 people turned 50, and she was at the party. I went to school with her sister, and I called her up, and the next day I called her Angie. Her name is Annette. No problem. I got the A and the N right. And she didn't hang up. So that was and it's been March 30th will be 10 years.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
We want to say real quick hello to Carla Gray from London. She's checking in from London. Hey, Carla. Thanks for joining us.
Right. And Melva said, congratulations on your engagement.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I just sent out a video. I don't know if you've seen it, but my nephew did a video, and it has the official date that we're getting married. He did it like a trailer. It was crazy. You know, these young people.
Tell us about it. Tell us about the big day. I already know, so I'm excited. Hi, Nicole. Nicole.
Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Coco. It is July 9th in New Orleans, during Linda Sims' Let's Mess It Up, Let's Start Dancing event. So we're going to be at the same hotel. It's like maybe 20 or 30 of us family members is going to be there. But she told me my fiance wants to do 2 dances in her dress before she has to run upstairs and change clothes. So Linda Sims called me up one day and said, "Charles, where you guys getting married at?" I told her, "You got the wrong number. Let me transfer you over to Annette." Getting into that. Well, I know what to say. I know where to stand. So they talked, and so it just was official. I mean, it just went official like I guess 2 or 3 days ago. It just went official. Yeah, so we will be there. So if you're at Linda Sims' event, at least say, congratulations.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
you know what? That's a special day. It's the day after my birthday.
Look
I'm
at you.
July
Oh,
8th.
Look at you.
okay.
So I know it's a special day. What, Marquise?
Notice it
Don't
always
hate
keep
on
coming
July.
back to you.
Don't hate on July.
That's 2 times it just came back to you. First, it came back to you about
No,
some cakes,
favor ain't fair.
some bacon,
Times you heard
Tasha.
that.
Now we coming back to your birthday.
You come.
Favor ain't fair. But Mr. Dawes,
Yes, ma'am.
I will look forward to seeing you. And when I see you, because I am planning to attend. So
Okay.
when I see you, I'll be sure to come up to you and Mrs. Dawes and say congratulations
Thank you.
Yeah.
on
Make
your
sure you say,
marriage.
and make sure you say happy belated birthday to her too. Buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Marquise,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, make sure she
You
feels
got that
special.
part
I
up.
wrote that down. Okay. I'm gonna be there Friday night.
Right,
Those
right.
are all my buddies. I said, you cannot give me a good bachelor party in New Orleans. Y'all sorry. Okay.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
Okay.
then the
Okay.
Sims said we can have the man cave later on that night. We can bring drinks and type in music after we come back from downtown. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
great.
So,
Yeah.
question: so your fiance, she actually line dance as well, and
Oh,
is she in it like you are, or she just do it whenever? How's that?
At first she was, and then she got a job at the airport. She works at the airport, and so
Oh,
that
that's-
job kind of took her away from the days I was dancing.
Okay.
But I had her teach. She teaches.
Oh, okay.
She knows all the dances. Everybody thinks that I teach her, but I really don't. She said, no, when you get home, I know you're tired, but she just picks it up fast. And that helps. It really helps when your mate do what you do. At least in my opinion.
I agree with you, brother.
That's good.
That's
That's
the
good.
best thing. You ain't gotta explain too much. You just like, yeah, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then she like, I got it. Next,
I got
it. Next step. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours yesterday in the house. I just showed her this. Okay, baby. And she gets it. So
Yeah.
That's all
That's
right.
great. That is
You
great.
have,
It's-
Mm.
beautiful.
Go ahead.
and so, but are you preparing for your 2 dances that you have to do in New Orleans?
Who said that? Who's I gotta do 2 dances?
I thought that's what you said. I thought you said wife wanted to do 2 dances in her dress.
Oh no, she wanted to do 2 dances in the hall. You know how everybody get in that big giant room?
Yes.
She wanted to do 2 dances before she have to take her dress off and change clothes. Just any 2 dances.
Okay.
Oh,
Gotcha.
She wants to do 2 dances. Now we're doing a dance. We're doing a Don't Lie to Me, because it's a couple's dance that short girl did. And we're gonna
Okay.
do that because she loves that, and put the ring on and make you my wifey and all that. That's what the video said. And
Okay.
so many dancers are there. We can do whatever. Join us.
Okay.
You know.
That's gonna be
Right.
awesome.
Well,
Carla
I'm
Gray
looking
says she'll
forward
be
to
there.
dancing with you. Marquise,
What's up?
I'll dance in your place if you happen not to be able to attend this great occasion.
I'm being St. Louis that weekend, unfortunately.
Too bad for you, man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're gonna miss the
Yeah,
wedding.
'cause, you know, and by the way, Vavine said hello, everybody.
Yeah, hi, Vivian.
And Freddie Edmonds said, "What's up, Charles?"
Oh, Fred.
You know what? It's funny when y'all telling Fred. I never call him Fred in Chicago.
Okay, Chicago, yeah.
'Cause like I said, we started 14 years ago with Shed, and then it was me and Freddie for like, I don't know, maybe 3, maybe 4 years. 4 years that we actually danced. And he's still doing it, and I'm still doing it. And I love that part, that after all these years, after everything we all went through, that we're still doing it.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever thought about every now and again reconnecting to represent for the guys in a sense, in situations to kind of like continue to display men on the floor? You know what I mean? Grown, older men on the floor at the same time. Like y'all ever got a chance?
We were talking about, Gold, gentlemen of Gentleman Line. We had our shirts and took pictures with our shirts. Every time the men do come to the class, we try to get together and do something like that. But that's a great idea.
Yeah, because I would think I was talking to one of the gentlemen before, and it was just like an example of, you know, I think my generation and generation before mine, because I think me and Chicago probably around the same, not too far from each other, but that's something we need to see more of. So we can immediately get more comfortable with the idea of men dancing. You know what I mean? Because like I was telling the gentleman before, I was like, the fact that men don't dance didn't stem from the younger generation. It stemmed from the older generation. And the older generation said, yeah, we ain't doing that. So the younger generation said, we ain't doing that no more. But early on, we all danced. You know what I mean? That was the thing at one era at one point. You know what I mean? And it just all of a sudden, people just felt like, oh, you are tapping into a feminine side of yourself.
Yeah, I heard
dance.
that before. Yeah. You know, I remember Soul Train, and Soul Train had nothing but men dancing. Those men were dancing in Soul Train.
What? Splits and all.
Yep.
Was it really the older gentlemen? Because normally, if I see people dancing, it tends to be the older gentlemen.
See, and it's very. I feel like it's very few in between that you find a lot of older men that's actually dancing, and I embrace them fully because, you know, we don't see it as much at all. Like, because younger, like teenagers, all the way up to probably closer to the 20s or something like that, early 20s, is when the transition stops for us to even consider dancing. But we in that era, we in it. We on the floor. You see the TikTok videos and everything else. We're dancing. But after
here, it's different out here. It's the older guys. It's the older. It's. I think maybe one person is younger than Chicago that for the men that line dances. I have my oldest dancer. I don't say the word old, but senior. He's 85 years old. Named Myron Good. So most of us are in our 60s, you know, 50s, 60s that actually dance. So here it's mostly the older ones. I wish I can get some of the younger ones out, but it's mostly the older ones here. Or maybe because
it got to be regional. It has to be, like Bo said, because because in certain areas it's not. We don't see as much here in the South like that at all.
Right now. So what do you guys, since we have you two men on here, what do you all think is one of the solutions or something that can be done in the line dance community to bring the younger men in as line dancers or as instructors? What do you say? What do you think? What could we do to make a change in that areas? Because that's someplace we need improvement.
Right. And I have a question just as they're thinking about that, Queen. Marquise, did you grow up in your home dancing?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm asking that because my son is 24 and that's what we did. Now, I can easily get him, and he doesn't care if he's the only guy in my class. He will come and he will actually dance because for some, you know, he kind of came up dancing in some way, some form, not line dancing, but just dancing. So now he's comfortable. He'll easily jump in a video with me and he'll do that. But that's why I was asking, did you grow up like that?
Yeah. I mean, shoot, MC Hammer, that was my era. You know what I mean? I wanted to be him. I wanted to be him. You know what I mean? And that's all I did back then. And then teenage years, they called a teen club or whatever like that, and we battled dancing in and all that stuff. But around in the 20s, it wasn't as prevalent for me personally. Like, it wasn't a big thing. You know, I might hear certain music and this, that, and the other, but you didn't see it like that. Even when people go to the clubs, you see the dudes just standing on the walls. You know what
with
I
a
mean?
drink in their hand.
That's it. That's all you did, or standing on top of the couches and stuff like that. That's just pretty much how it went. You know what I mean? Because you didn't want to show any sign, well, at least from where I was, any sign of weakness or anybody to try you in some cases and all that. But to your question, Queen, my opinion, I would say, is that to catch the younger generation, one is going to have to be music. It's going to have to be the right music that you get. That's very important. And then just to see men getting it in, and just see more men to get it in, that probably may draw the attention. And someone, if you can get some closer to their age somewhere close to that, because shoot, they consider my age old. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in my late 30s. You know what I'm saying? So get someone closer to their age, you might get a chance of pulling them in, but it has to be multiple men. It can't just be like one, maybe two.
That's the one not gonna stay.
And we got to be killing it when we doing it too.
Right. Yeah.
And you have to be a real strong man, really.
Oh, definitely. Like Mr. Dawes, like honestly, I tell you, if I being at my age right now and I see you dancing, it's an inspiration right off jump. You know what I mean? Because knowing that, one day I will get to 65 and I can still move. You know what I mean? That's like, you know what I mean? You can see I can still dance versus you see somebody only at the age of 40, and that's as far as you seen somebody that old that's dancing. You know what I mean? Just see people that's older that's still out there getting it. That would be my inspiration to see that. So, and then I'm like, he's a man. He ain't questioning. Like he ain't
We got you, Marquis.
Mr. Charles, you have a saying on your page, I believe it is, that says line dancers don't get old or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? That saying you have? You get old because you're not line dancer or something. How does it go?
Line dancing, you're not old because you're line dancing. No, something like that. You're not young. I can't remember, but it's saying that you're young because you're dancing.
Because you're dancing.
Because you're dancing. But back to your question, with me coming up as a young man, I think a lot of it for me was nerves. I didn't think I could really dance. When I came up, it was the bump. And we were doing the bump. And I would bump in the bedroom to the mirror because I was too scared to go out in public to actually do the bump. And that was just simple at that time. But I think it was a fear of, like I was saying, messing up or someone seeing you and you're not doing it right. There was always that fear. That's why I never thought I would be line dancing at all. And also, happy belated birthday, Chicago. His birthday was
yeah, happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Chicago turned 21 again, huh?
Right. Because as a matter of fact, he actually said when Marquis asked about if the two of you ever kind of collaborated on bringing men together, that question he was referring to. And that's what he chimed in and said that you have prior to COVID. So maybe
I can revisit it.
Yes, maybe that's something that you can revisit. And a shout out to Miss Lisa Milliton. Hi.
Hi, Lisa. Carla Gray says, let me chime this in. Carla Gray says, where I'm from, which is London, men are usually the main dancers. She says she found it strange that a lot of men don't line dance in America.
Wow. I have a lot in my class. My class has a lot of dancers per men, per se. When we, like Chicago said, there was a time, was a lot of us out there dancing. A lot of us.
What do you think about going to like one of the high schools or something like that and starting like a line dance group or something in the schools if they would let us, and in the county would let us? What do you think about going to the schools and gathering some, like a, what you call it, like how do you have at the college? A fraternity.
Fraternities like those.
Yeah, but like a fraternity in the school for dancing. Would you think that would work? Could that get the younger men into line dancing? Maybe.
Yeah, the younger men probably. But I've been to the schools, but I didn't do what you're talking about. We just went out there to teach and dance.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that honestly that's an idea. Cause I think I had one time went to the school. Dre and I went to a school and we taught babies what's happening there. If anything else, the clean version, Queen. I know you like the dirty version, Queen.
No, I like the clean version.
We like, send me the dirty version. Just got out of church
with me because we was dancing at my dance and they played the dirty version. I was like, cut. That is not the one.
But yeah, we did something with the kids there, and it was mixed. It was mixed. So you had some boys and girls in the class, and they enjoyed themselves. So it's just more so. Nowadays, honestly, if you're gonna get anybody in that era, in that age bracket, it's all TikTok and Instagram things. You know what I mean? So I think you would get a lot of people when you're talking about the bracket from 20s to 40s,
Mhm.
it's different.
Yeah.
Different. You know what I'm saying? I'm only speaking from where I'm at, because I know it's different in other states and like Nicole said, over in different regions. But where we at, I mean, even my best friend, we used to dance like crazy. My best friend and I, he don't even dance no more. Well, he won't. He'll dance, but he also have a cup in his hand when he doing it too. So he might be doing some other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That,
so
that brings us to a line dance tip too. Never walk across a dance floor for drink in your hand
Thank you.
or food. Walk around the dance floor, Marquise. Put that drink down or walk around the dance floor with that plate of food and that drink in your hand. Because that's one of the worst things you could do. Somebody slip and fall. I'm just messing with you, Marquise. But yeah, that's a line dance tip that we should all adhere to or tell our people. Don't walk across the middle of the floor with that drink in your hand. You're trying to carry the plate and the drink and your stuff, and somebody's liable to fall and get hurt. So that's a good line dance tip. See there,
So Mr.
Marquise? Thank you.
Dawes. Mr. Dawes, so let me ask you, Mr. Dawes, let me ask you. All right, so you've been dancing 14 years now. Would you say that's line dancing or just dancing?
Line dancing.
Okay, so with that being said, looking at being in the community, and I'm not sure how connected you were within the community around that time, but what would be your definition of change that's taking place from then when you started and now? What changes have you noticed as far as the community goes?
The community is dancing. I teach most of the community.
Okay.
I go do health fairs and
when I say the community, I'm talking about the line dance community. Like what
the line dance community. Well, after there was a big crowd before the virus. And so the virus just changed everything for everybody. But from when I first started, I couldn't believe the people that was actually line dancing. I couldn't believe they actually came out to my class to dance. We were just dancing, and it just caught on. It started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I had to have 2 days because it got so big.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I do want to mention real quick is I do have breaking news.
Yes.
Get that break.
Wait. Got to put my thing.
Commercial or something.
Wow.
Go ahead, Mr. Dawes.
This is breaking news. October of 2022, I will not be line dancing anymore. I'm actually more or less stopping.
What?
I saw his face. But because we're moving out
of space.
No.
I was going to say, you must be going to the moon somewhere.
So we're moving to South Carolina. I just told my students today. I broke it to them today. Almost really official. I haven't put it out on Facebook yet, and I'll be in Spartanburg. Now I talked to Rhonda Hackett, and he said that he's in Greensburg right there, and he said that he can probably get me going, but that's not a sure thing. I can't depend on Spartanburg having a class all over again. But I told my class, someone was happy for me. They were sad it's not going to be line dancing, but I've been here 53 years, and I'm like hanging them up. I still be doing and I still be going to events because I still have bands. But having a class per se, of course, that's going to take a while until we get situated.
So you're not necessarily really quitting line dancing. It's just going to be a different change where you're just trying to grow in the area that you're in now.
Wait a minute. What's that step called? Step and recover?
Step and
recover? That's what you're going to do.
Now, if Spartanburg, welcomes me, but I'm really moving down there to spend some time with the grandkids. They got 2 grandboys, that's 11, another one's 8. And, like I said, we're getting older, and I just want to spend some time down south with them. And my lady loves it. Her daughter loves it because it's coming down that way. But one thing, I'll be closer to Queen Sheila. Check that out.
Yes. Baba. We'll make me get the spirit.
Catch King Cole. Everything is there. Georgia, Atlanta, Alabama, everything is there. Yes. So you might see me.
Right. You said in 22?
Yeah, I have like 10 months left. So I'm having a farewell tour here because I do a lot of stuff in the community. So I got to let all them know. It's been kind of emotional.
Wow.
because I met so many wonderful people during like 14 years. I met a lot of wonderful, and that's
But I
gonna
was
be
gonna say, Charles, it's not as easy. It's not going to be as easy as you think, because when you move to your new location, wherever that may be, when you move there, it's like you're gonna be like, I gotta dance. I need to teach. I mean, once it's in you, we could tell that it's a passion for you. It's not just something you do to get paid. It's a
No.
passion for you. When you do
Mhm.
something for 14 years, that's a passion.
that's a passion.
And so, how are you gonna move somewhere and say, I'm not gonna teach line that it just don't happen. It
So
don't happen.
what do you do when you go into the hospitals?
We just teach people. Me in Chicago more or less started in the hospital
Wow.
here. And we just had a group of the employees. They would come down after they got off work. They would just dance because they trying to relieve stress, because you know how the hospital is.
Okay.
So,
They just kind of relieve stress.
so why do you do it now? Like even the teaching and the dancing, why do you do it in the first place? What's your reason why?
My passion, like she says, I love it. I love the people. I love it when people don't know a dance and they get it. You know, that
Right.
one
Ooh,
moment when they
yes.
say, got it. A lot of times the dance is over right when they get it, but they get it. You know, it's okay sometimes when you know all the dances, and that's great. But the new people, when you just see their face and they love dance.
You hear that, Marquise? The new people. You hear that, Marquise?
Give 'em a shout.
Left, right, up, back. Marquise, the new people.
So
And then when they get it, now they want to go to the next level, which I
Yes.
love, because now they're enjoying it too. When you get the passion like I have, that's what I love.
so with that passion, how you think you're gonna just throw this away?
Right, exactly.
I don't know. Y'all check back with me and like
we'll see some more videos later. Because what if you still gonna be on social media and you still listening to music and you still connected to the community? Nah, bro, you ain't throwing away that easily.
Well, Rondé already
Don't
told me
happen like that.
we're gonna go all up and down the south.
Yeah, it ain't happening, man.
I'm going to the event, so I still have to know what's going on. I just, I'm unsure. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Okay.
But he told me that I'm probably sitting on a gold mine because nobody's line dancing down there.
Which is
Okay.
beautiful.
And I talk to everybody. I do the churches. I do my stepdaughter, and we try to take the word step out of it because we'll put that in there. But my future daughter, she's an anesthesia doctor, so she's at the hospital. My son, he's a teacher at Spartanburg Day, which Zion Williamson was at. But I do everything. So I'm sending her my webpage, and she's going to go ahead and start putting stuff out. And hopefully I have most of Spartanburg dancing.
You will.
Absolutely.
Just let them know you're on the way.
Well, that's what Rondé said. He said, you're Universal, Charles. I said, no, I'm not. He said, when they know you coming down that way, then they might head, because they said some lady down there was doing country and western, but they want some line dancing.
Right. So in 23, when Alabama reaches out to you, you just come on to Alabama.
You better believe it.
Hey. All right, man.
On that field. Okay, Lou Saban, come on, man.
Okay, so y'all, we really have had a great time talking, but we have to get to the rest of the program, but we're gonna still talk, Mr. Charles. We're getting ready for a trivia break. Now we're gonna only do 2 today. So Zandra and Marquise, do y'all have a trivia question for the trivia break?
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm gonna ask mine first because Zandra might try to steal mine.
Okay.
So where is Mr. Charles Dawes Jr. is from?
What?
That's all I got.
Okay. Where is Mr. Charles Dawes Jr. from? Is the question. Brother, let's tag team these broads. Yuri Eldad said that. I don't really know what that means. I think Marquise, can you translate for us?
It's not. It said they want to get spit roasted. What is that?
Yeah.
That's probably somebody,
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
Now,
So anybody
from, does that mean where I was born or where I'm at now?
Where you were born.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't say where he was born, did he? Did you tell us where you were born?
Well,
okay,
he
just said Denver, Colorado. And Eleanor said Aurora, Colorado. So, Mr. Charles, are either one of those right?
I'm in Aurora right now, but that's not where I was born.
Not where you want. What about Denver?
No.
No. Okay, so no, ladies. We got to keep trying.
Oh.
I don't know if that's
East
Ohio.
Chicago.
Who said that?
Chicago said East Chicago.
Yeah, he can't be in it.
Tell he has to type it in the chat. He has to type it in the
He's
chat.
on Facebook.
Count.
He's on Facebook.
He's on Facebook. Oh, okay. Sorry.
14 years. I'm probably because he's from Chicago. So okay.
Right.
That's a good one, Chicago. But he's right. He's Chicago, Indiana.
Yeah. You make sure you
Natasha
call
said
in.
Chicago.
Yeah, look, we can't ignore our Facebook chat.
Mm-hmm.
We can't see our Facebook chat.
I'm
We don't
looking
know if
at
they
it.
came. When I'm saying that, we don't know if they came in first.
They did
They
because
did. Nobody else. Nobody else.
So Chicago got the first answer. That was right. Chicago.
Yes.
Okay, that's where you were from.
So
Mr.
Freddie,
Dawes?
make sure you call in or send Queen a message.
Yes. Okay, so anyone who wins a trivia, the phone number is on the screen. Once the podcast is over, if you text me your Cash App, I will send you your money. Okay. So Zandra, you have your question. Thank you, Chicago, for answering the first trivia question. Okay.
All right. So what is the what's the craziest place Mr. Doss has danced since doing his 14 years of line dancing? Yeah. What, Marquise?
Come on, Melva.
Hey, I ain't saying that. I was just thinking.
And what makes it so crazy?
Whoa.
Come on, Miss Barbara.
Whoa,
Okay.
Barbara.
Barbara got it.
Who was listening?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
Barbara
nice.
said. Deborah said New Orleans.
No, who has it? Barbara got it. He said the craziest place he ever danced was 36,000 feet in the air.
Yep, got it. Barbara, she got
Crazy.
it. All right, Mr. Doss, do you have a trivia question you'd like to ask the audience?
About me? Let's see.
Or something that we've said, something that we've talked about since we've been on the air. Natasha said that the dance was in the air.
Now you know you my girl. Tasha is always coming in.
Make sure they tell them that it was on a plane. Okay.
Right.
In the air.
Maybe they thought you was skydiving, like, hey. Yes.
A good question is was just asked about why do I love dancing?
Okay.
Line dancing.
Okay.
Nice. And then we got to give a shout out. Illinois is in the house. Miss Nina.
Yep. Hi, Eleanor. Hi, who else?
No, she's from Illinois.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nina. Nina.
Okay. Hi, Nina.
There go my girl, Melva.
Melva. Hey, Melva. She said passion. With that, Natasha said it keeps you young. What
I'll
would
take
be
that
the
one
right
too.
Take that one
too.
Money? And they split the
what was
money?
your answer?
It's passion.
It's passion.
Okay.
That and taking pictures.
You do like
Well, people ask me how I take so many pictures and how I dance so long is because I love what I do, and it's really easy.
Okay. That's good. That's good. Well, thank you. Chicago answered the first one. Barbara Ennis had the second one, and Melva had the third one. And you said split between Natasha and.
Oh, I was just playing.
Melva
got it. I want to make her mad.
Melva got it. Okay. All right. So Melva got it. Okay. So now we're gonna do some shout outs. Mr. Doss, would you like to start? Anyone you want to give shout outs to? Your team, your fiance, anybody else?
Yeah, mainly my fiance, Annette Rucker. all her family, my daughter who's in Peru, which had me worried today because I heard they had an earthquake, but she's
Oh
doing okay.
no.
Son-in-law, and my whole new family and my line dance family over the years. I probably taught thousands of people to dance
Okay.
over those 40 years. So that's the biggest shout out is that
Okay.
all the
All
people
right.
that touched their lives and they touched mine.
All right. Thank you. And Mr. Doss, what's the name? Oh, I know the name of your team. Mr. Charles and the Let's Start Dancing crew, right? Did I say that
Yeah,
right?
that's a long title. I'm going to break
Okay.
that down.
I didn't hear you.
I said that's a long title. I'm going to break that down. So yeah, that's long.
Yeah, Mr. Charles and the Let's Start Dancing crew.
For 10 months. Don't forget. I won't be the dancing
Okay,
crew.
10 more months.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's gonna be Mr. Charles and the Let's Start Dancing crew still dancing.
No, it's
You didn't.
Charles. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Have you decided to have someone like? Is there anybody that's kind of showing face to step up in that position to kind of take on the classes and stuff like that?
I just told him today. I just told my class today. We just me and my fiance decided, I guess Monday, but I just told the people today.
But do you have somebody who could step up in your place?
Yeah.
I was asking, and they said, no, it won't be the same. I said, just get out there and dance or something then. So when you have 10 months, I'm telling you, I can teach you, I can train you. And hey, Chicago's there. I don't know what's going to happen out in Denver when I'm gone. But anybody that wants to be taught, I will teach. I will teach them. But that has to be for them.
One more question I have for you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think why do people come to your class? What would you say the reason people come to your class?
The enjoyment. We laugh. We joke. We're a team, a family. I think it's the family atmosphere, and like I said, you got the line dance instructor yelling all this stuff out, then it kind of gives people are more empowered to do it too. Mm-hmm. They make noise because we're a noise making class. Okay. And Lord knows when they start them fans, Ed Griffin, they go crazy. They pop the fans. We're not supposed to pop the fans, okay? Where we are, it's too loud. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
The enjoyment of it. Just when you come to class and you laugh, one day a week, you get your little dance on. And of course, the exercise. I had a group called the Fitbitters. They all had their Fitbits on and they would be in a group and, they looking at each other. What you got? And what you got? And they still, while I'm teaching, they're still running up and down, moving. So exercise, get those steps in. That's a big thing. That's another reason too.
I was going to say we have about 3 minutes left because I know you have to go to another podcast. If anybody wanted to join your class or know about your class for the next 10 months, how can they contact you?
Well, they can go Facebook. Which that's how I found you. That's how you found me. Mr. Charles, Let's Start Dancing Crew. Charles Doss Jr. is my main page.
Okay.
But I can't friend you because I'm booked on that page. I don't know them people, but somehow I got all these friends. And also my phone number. I'll give you my phone number.
Okay.
720-288-3440. And my email is DossCharles56. The year I was born. At yahoo.com.
Okay, at Yahoo.
But I'm old school. I like to hear voices. Facebook sometimes is generic, and I just like to hear people laugh, and even to see them. That's me. So I don't mind you calling me. I don't.
Okay.
But remember the time zone. Okay.
Right. You're 2 hours behind us, right?
Yes, remember that.
Okay, so we can't call you at 8 a.m, huh?
Army. Well, you know what? I had that happen. And she said, "You sleep?" I said, "Yeah, it's 5 o'clock."
Mr.
But I don't mind. Yes.
Have you been on any annual line dance cruises?
Yes, I went 4 years ago. My first one, we went to Jamaica and Cayman Islands, and going this August. That's where my next meeting is. I'll be teaching this year. So that's kind of like not a honeymoon, but that's a newlywed cruise because we're going to be married for a month before we go there.
Okay.
That's in August. And then 2 months later is when we start in a new life. I said, new wife, new life.
All right.
So is that with the line dance Prince in August?
Oh yeah, I'll be talking to him in a minute.
Okay.
He told me that our marriage would be the marriage of the century because nobody get married at line dance conventions. Well, mates don't usually go at line.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to our announcements. We have 1 minute. Marquis's event is sold out. That's lit in Tampa. It's sold out already. He said don't even contact him because he know his waiting list is sold out.
Sold
So
out on the waiting
we
list.
want to say congratulations, Marquis, on the job well done, and everything is sold out. That means that you're doing the right thing in the line dance community. And I have 2 quick announcements. Our Christmas party is this Friday, December the 3rd, at the American Legion on 6105 East Sly Avenue, across from Bobo's Ice Cream. Everybody know what Bobo Ice Cream is. And also, we have a cruise coming up. My 9th symposium, 9th year in the business, will be October 2022. We're going on a cruise, leaving out of Miami, going to Jamaica and the Grand Cayman Islands. So it's going to be awesome. We have like the best price in town. We have $400 for a 5-day cruise. Where can you find it? And that's everything included.
Oh yeah.
Because we got in before the pandemic. So ours is only 400. I think it's 428, and that's for 5 days. So it's on our website. Go to theLineDanceConnection.com, and all the information is there. Are there any other announcements that I might have missed?
Queen. Yeah. Okay. Also, actually, we are doing a line dance party on December 2nd at the Hip Hop Crab Restaurant. So cover fee is only $5, but we finna get on the dance floor and do our thing, and we're gonna have some crabs and all that other crazy stuff. You gotta pay for that though, but you know what I'm saying?
Is that in Tampa?
Huh?
Is that in Tampa?
Yeah, it's in Tampa. That's in Tampa. Off over the Bush.
All right.
So it's gonna be nice though. We're gonna have fun if anything else. But so come out and celebrate. If you're in Tampa, let's get it. And you like seafood, come through. I know you know how that is. So definitely come to enjoy yourself.
Well, Mr. Doss, it has absolutely been a pleasure talking to you. I finally get to meet you now. Do me a favor. Take your hat off so I can see your face.
Oh man.
Oh wow. I was hoping we had to do that.
Oh no. Nice looking guy. I mean, every picture you sent me, I could not see your face. I was like, okay, is he hiding from somebody or something?
Well, you know what? I just got these glasses. I have glasses in 28 years, so now I know who you people are. Okay. All this time, I know who y'all are.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you, and the interview has been awesome. Thank you for coming on our podcast. Myself and my co-host, we thank you so much for the insight. We thank you for staying in the industry. And even when you move to your new location, I believe that you're going to still be teaching, because once a line dance teacher is always a line dance teacher. And you get on the floor, you got to show somebody's not going to know it, and you're going to have to show somebody. And that's where it all starts.
Especially if you know the up-to-date stuff. You know the up-to-date stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You know the up-to-date stuff. Right. So we want to thank you for coming on. We want to thank everyone that tuned in, Mr. Edmonds on Facebook, and anyone else who tuned in today to our podcast. We want to thank you so much. And we want you to know that we take donations. I haven't paid Zandra and Marquis this year because we, have to get some donations for me to pay them. We always make a joke out of that. So we take donations via Cash App, $, the LDC, which stands for The Line Dance Connection. They wouldn't let me change it to Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. They said I had too many already. But thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. And we wish you much success in New Orleans for your wedding. You and your fiance, I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope to see you there. Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
We never close our broadcast without sending out love. We want you to know that love is no good unless you give it away. So here's Summer House. Sandra ain't gonna get with me. Okay, Marquis. Yeah, Marquis. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed one. And until next Sunday, real quick, we are interviewing Douglas Hawkins, aka X-Man. He's all from Plainfield, New Jersey. He'll be on next Sunday at 7:00. So if you're around, come on to tune in. We love to have you. Thank you so much. Have a blessed one, everybody.
Good
Thank you,
night.
everybody.
Congratulations
Good night.
again, Mr. Rod. Doss.
Bye bye.
Who?